Hello, welcome back. I know, it's been almost a month, or maybe it's been a month. It's been 3 weeks of work and 1 week of break. We have something in the spring term called sportlov, which means the sports break. And as a genuinely unsporty person, I find this somewhat offensive. I spent my week of sportlov with eating cake, eating pastry, eating cinnamon buns, going to a punk festival, and also going to the Melodifestivalen finals, so the Swedish part of the Eurovision finals. And it's been marvelous. During the punk festival, everyone was kit out in their black and their spikes and whatever, looking thoroughly punk. And during the Eurovision, everyone was in sequins, which is also lovely. Sequins and spikes, I think that's a fairly good summary of my life, actually. Otherwise, over these 3 weeks that we have actually had school, been working or supposed to be working, I have not been working much because I've had health issues. February is always my worst month, and this February was a bad one, and it's continued on to March. It's very much winter, which I normally love, but at this point of year, my body just goes, nah. Anyway. But I have done some stuff as well. Not as much as I'd wished, but nevertheless, I've done some stuff. So I have finished a dress. Would you like to see a catwalk? Of course you would. Here we go. You will see my zero waist dress. Look at this lovely flow. All of these pleats. Look at that. Yes, yes. Isn't she lovely? She's got pockets. Yes, there are pockets. And it's a bit of one size situation. And I quite like it. I love it. It's very breezy. This would make an excellent summer dress. So for those of you who don't remember, I bought this pattern when we got the task to do a historical garment in straight cut pieces and triangles. So like no curves, no curve cut pieces, only in squares and triangles were allowed. And I went, yeah, I understand, but I don't want to. However, with the current movement of zero waist patterns, it was quite easy to find a really lovely pattern online. So this pattern design is by Birgitta Helmersson. And just 2 days ago, I got her book. So zero waste patterns, 20 lovely projects. And I'm so excited. So we still have more time for our sewing project. So my first plan was to make this dress twice, that this was my test dress, my mock, but that I chose to make as a finished garment. And I'm like, no, I got more patterns. I'm not going to make the same dress twice, even though I would make it better the second time, but I can do that some other time in the future. Instead, I have been looking at some other patterns. So for example, these trousers, which I think look lovely. Trousers have always been a trouble for me because I have wide childbearing hips and a narrow waist. And they don't make garments to suit people like us unless you want to live in leggings forever, which I don't. And then I want to make this boiler suit, which I think looks fun. It's also the only pattern in this book which is marked as a number 5 in how hard it is to make. So although the patterns are graded 1 to 5, so 1 being a very easy pattern, 5 being the hardest pattern, and this is the only number 5 pattern. So I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't start with that one, which means that of course I will start with that one. What else would a Hannah do? That's how a Hannah works. And then there is a second dress pattern that I think this is what I'm going to make now as my next project. So this dress is a bit different. It's even more of a maxi dress, I think. And we have this lovely pleat in the back happening. So, Birgitta Helmersson, Zero Waste Patterns. So this book has just been released in Swedish. If you want to buy it in English, it is available in English. And if you go to her website, she sells all of her patterns in English. So yeah, shout out to Birgitta. Hi, girl. What else have we been doing? Oh yes, we have been weaving. The weaving has been catastrophic, to say the least. Our teacher that we were supposed to have got burnt out. And then the teacher we were supposed to have instead literally got burnt out because his farm caught fire. And this would make for a good stand-up routine, but I'm trying to not. Anyway, no, it's tragic, it's awful, it's horrible. People are suffering, of course. So we have a bit of a teacher situation and very much of an organization situation. Things have not been working out. So instead of making 4 different weaving projects, I am happy if I will manage 2. Because right now we have a shortage of looms. And you can't really weave on a floor loom without a loom. Anyway, I have made the rug, which you've seen, and then I've also made, with the same warp, but with woolen yarn instead, I have made a bit of rosengång, which is, as I understand it, a very Swedish phenomenon. I'll show you later, I promise, and it's going to be the thumbnail of this video. So if you want to see what I've done in terms of rosengång, just look at the thumbnail and be pleased with that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I have made the warps for the vadmal, the wool fabric that we're going to make. I doubt we will have time to mount it on a loom and actually weave anything. I also think the warp has been made for the linen towel that we are supposed to make. Again, who knows if we will even get it on a loom. I'm thinking if I have the attitude that we won't, I can only get pleasantly surprised. That works for me. So being utterly negative so that I can't get disappointed, because I don't handle disappointment well. So yeah, that's been my 3 weeks, well, 4 weeks, 3 weeks of school, 4 weeks of me not being online. Finished a dress, woven a bit, warped a lot, been sick, been fighting with the Swedish healthcare system, but now I hope I'm back on track and things will get better. I was also in a riding accident. I am fine, the horse is not, which is terrible. I might tell you more about it, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, go and look at Birgitta Helmersson's Zero Waste Patterns webpage. I'll put the link to her webpage in the description if you like to. I really recommend it. Really nice patterns, and she's also got nice tutorials and everything to show you what you're supposed to be doing. You want another prawns? You want another prawns? Of course you do. Okay, I'm going to show you. So, walk. Now walk. Show that garment. Yes. Okay. See you guys later.